please. How many fingers am I holding up?
2.
How many now?
1.
How many now?
1.
Okay. When we read, I would like to read to you. 2, I would like you to read on your own. Or maybe with a partner, we'll decide how it goes. Okay? And only then, after 2 reads of this one-page document, will we be ready to work together. Okay? Why do I want to read this twice? Why do we think I want to read this twice? I have 4 hands, 5, 6, 7 hands. I want at least half the class. Think for a minute. Why does Mr. Gonzalez want us to read this twice? Why is reading something twice good for me, helpful to me to be successful? Okay? All right. So my front row is a bunch of old hands now. So front row hands down, except for you two. Here's the new hands, huh? All right. What do you think? Why do we want to read this twice?
I think you want us to read this twice. And so that we better understand what we're reading.
We're just always trying to understand it better. Has anybody seen this before?
No.
No. So if this is brand new, then we should read it twice because we are unfamiliar with it. It's also fairly short, so we have time to read it twice. Now, in order to prepare you, eyes up here, please. You know what? I've shared this, but there's one more step I need. Would you all turn your paper over so the blank side is up? Thank you for following my directions. I appreciate it. That way I get your focus much better and much more easily. There's 3 words I want to share with you so that we understand this paper better. The vocabulary in this piece is nursing, which is breastfeeding, the baby drinking the mother's milk. Pathogens, which are microorganisms, very small, that can cause disease. And vanquish, which means destroy. So, would you please repeat after me? Nursing means?
Nursing means?
Actually, now I do that again. Nursing?
Nursing?
Nursing means?
Nursing means?
To breastfeed and drink the mother's milk.
To breastfeed and drink the mother's milk.
Pathogens.
Pathogens?
Pathogens mean?
Pathogens mean?
Microorganisms.
Microorganisms?
That live in the body.
That live in the body?
That can cause disease.
That can cause disease.
Vanquish.
Vanquish?
Vanquish means?
Vanquish means?
To destroy.
To destroy.
Okay, so turn your paper over. We have 3 words that we're going to look for. I'm reading to you first. Please follow along. I'm starting with the caption. The caption has a little baby picture above it. Babies have some immunities from their mother, either from when they were inside of her or when they drink her milk. But because their immune systems are not fully developed, they are more likely to get very sick from illnesses that an average adult can fight off. Okay? Now, immunities are sort of safety cells. They're the ones battling the illness in your body. So immunity is what your body has. There's a word I'm thinking of that I can't think of right now. But it's the cells and other systems in your body that fight disease, colds, etc. Okay? So babies have fighting cells and fighting parts of their bodies that they get as they develop inside the mother and as they drink the mother's milk. Okay? Those immunities are very good, so they fight off all of the disease and colds and bacteria and viruses, or as many as possible anyway. But because their immune systems are not fully developed, because they're little babies, okay, they're more likely to get very sick. All right, the header, immune systems of the young and old. Okay, so now I'll begin with paragraph 1. When a baby is born, its immune system is not fully developed. For the first several months of life, the baby has help from its mother's immune system. Antibodies from the mother crossed from her bloodstream into the baby's before birth. Okay. By reading to you, I'm hoping that you can hear the English more fluently, that I have defined some of the words for you, but because I'm not you, there still might be some understanding that you need to gather. So what you're going to do now is 2 things. How many things?
2.
First, you're going to read or reread this section on your own. As you read, you're going to underline parts of the reading that you have questions about. I don't know what this means. I don't get this sentence. I don't know what this word is. Okay, you get it in a moment, don't worry. Okay? Yes, sir.
Can we highlight it?
If you prefer to highlight, you may highlight. But what you're doing is you're marking the parts of this paper that you do not understand as you read. Second, or maybe it's the third, when you're done, turn to a partner and see if you can get some clarity from your partner. Can you help me understand what this means? Do you know what this is? Okay. So read, highlight what you don't know, turn to a partner, and learn from your partner. Question?
What if what you underline and you ask your partner, what if they don't know?
Yeah, then it falls to the teacher. Then I'll ask the teacher, okay? Anybody have any other questions? Okay, what's your first job right now? Reread. What's your second job? Highlight or underline what you don't know. All right, you may begin. Okay, boys and girls, back to me in 3. Your attention in 2. I appreciate the focus in 1. What color pen? What color pen? All right, now that I have your attention, I want to be able to make sure you understand your reading, okay? Some of you in this room have a history of reading, which means that I will look at the words, I will understand some of them, and then I'll turn the page because other people are turning the page. Or I will be done because other people look done. But that's not reading. We're trying to improve your reading right now. Reread things, ask questions, underline what you don't understand. Reading takes time. In my bag, I have a Sports Illustrated magazine that I was reading, and I brought it with me for lunchtime. That magazine, Sports Illustrated, is written at I think it's a 9th, 10th grade level of language. And every once in a while, I'll read a paragraph and have to stop. I have to reread it because I didn't understand. Or I'm working through the article, and I've been reading for a while, and naturally, I get a little tired. So I have to reread, I have to stop myself and reread. Adults do that as well, okay? So rereading, underlining, asking questions, this is reading, and you're doing it really well. If you have questions about reading, then you're reading correctly. You're doing a good job, because you have something you don't understand. Therefore, you're going to get understanding by raising your hand or looking in the dictionary or asking somebody. That is reading well. Asking questions is reading well. Okay, so let's start from the top. The way we're going to do this, I left my paper somewhere, so I'm going to use my friends here. Okay? All right. When a baby is born, its immune system is not fully developed. Questions? We're good? Okay? So the immune system, the part that fights disease, is not fully developed, it's not fully made, because the baby is brand new. The first several months of life, the baby has help from its mother's immune system. Antibodies from the mother cross from her bloodstream into the baby before birth. Questions? Only 3 people, come on. I've seen one of those words highlighted and underlined by many. All right? What's the word?
Antibodies.
Antibodies, all right? Antibodies are the cells in the body that fight disease, okay? Now, there's many types of cells, but that whole group of cells is called antibodies. So somewhere in there, next to that word, I want you to write the definition. So on your paper, if you don't know what antibodies is, you're writing down the definition. Yes. Now, for the sake of time, I need to make a jump. Okay? I need to make a little jump here. So, we're going to move on to the 2 main points. So now we need to figure out what is this piece of writing about, this piece of informational text that tells us about the immune system. Okay? One way to identify, now listen to this please. One way to identify main ideas in a short amount of text is to look at the number of paragraphs. Okay? If you think about it, a paragraph is the author sharing an idea in an informational text. If the author writes 2 paragraphs, how many ideas might the author want to share?
2.
2. If the author writes 4 paragraphs, how many ideas might the author want to share? 4. It does not always work that way, because 2 paragraphs could be about the same idea. But that's a clue. That's a clue. So, paragraph 1 starts with the word when. Paragraph 2 starts with the word although. And paragraph 3 starts with the word for. Now, is it possible that the author is sharing 3 main ideas? Sure it is. But we have to understand our reading to figure out if he or she, or in this case, she, really did. Okay? Alright. So what I want you to do now, I want you to reread, 3rd time, reread the first paragraph. And on the side of the paragraph, of paragraph 1, I want you to jot down a few words or a sentence that you think the paragraph is about. Okay, I think this paragraph is about, or this paragraph is about. All right, go ahead and reread paragraph 1 and write down what you think the paragraph is about. Finish writing and let's speak, please, about paragraph 1. If you're on paragraph 2, I need your attention. If you're next to the window, in other words, of your table, okay, your window partner. If your clock side of the table, your clock partner. All right? Raise your hand if you're a window partner. No, he's window partner. All right. Window partner, I want you to read what you think paragraph 1 is about to your partner. When that person's done, clock partner, you tell your partner what you think the main idea of paragraph 1 is. You may go. And when both partners are done, give me a thumbs up. When both partners are done, give me a thumbs up. Okay. Now, 2 people. What's the main idea of paragraph 1? 2 hands, 4 hands, 6 hands, 8 hands, there's 9. Okay. All right. If I knew your names, I'd be picking sticks or something like that. But I know your names. So let's go for my 2 friends in the middle. Okay. What you can start. What's your idea of main idea?
Paragraph 1 is about a baby's immune system.
Okay. Very simply, a baby's immune system. All right, and yours, what's yours?
It's about, I think paragraph 1 is about the infant's immune system and how it gets from.
Okay,